All right. Cheers and salutations. Welcome one and all to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kit. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe and hit that ring bell notification. That way, all of you are made aware when we upload new content. You guessed it upon our YouTube channel. And today, we got ourselves a fun video titled, and it's from none other than the purveyor of truth and justice, someone who believes in peace all the time, every time. It's time for a gun meme review, and we are going to check it out from Brandon Herrera, titled, and I want to make this sure I get this correctly, Anti-Gun Politician Shot at Reporter. Okay, well, how that happen? How did that happen? And why did that happen? Did it need to happen? So let's check out this video from Brandon Herrera. Everyone, please be sure to support the original content creator. It's the right thing to do. It's the one thing to do, and I expect all you hip cool cats to do it. So the original link to this video for all the videos that we check out here is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and play this video in a 3. We got 2. And a uno.
Gun meme review. Back in the saddle.
Dude, holy cow, your beard game is impressive. I acknowledge a true master.
Again, what is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers, and welcome to another episode of Gun Meme Review. Also, I hope you're all having a very happy Halloween. On this spooky episode of GMR.
By the way, I had a great Halloween too. If you follow us on our Discord page, I actually had a whole big basket of candy. And yes, at my house, we even have the full-size candy bars. But early birds get the worm. There we go. And then I got like 2 big bags of candy that you get at Costco, and then I got like some full-size candy as well. I kind of paused at the right time where Brandon's like, "Hey, whoa, you got the full-size candy bars? That's pretty cool." That's right. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. I cook myself a steak dinner, watch some horror movies, good times all around.
An anti-gun politician pretending they know things about guns. That's right, we're talking about the Senate candidate who accidentally shot a reporter, the STG-44 getting canceled by PSA, some competition memes, and more. Also, be sure to go do that if you haven't already. That way you can avoid the spookiest thing of them all. Higher taxes, more government, and shitty gun laws. All right, I'm dropping the Halloween bit. But welcome back to Gun Meme Review. It's been a while. I missed.
By the way, it's October, or October has passed, and so has the election. Don't worry, folks. Now you could pass the time by watching TikToks of people going crazy. Now that's really scary because you don't know if they're behind a vehicle. I've been seeing some TikToks making me raise an eyebrow like, I hope they don't have a driver's license.
You. First things first, a little bit of gun industry news. The STG-44 was officially canceled or put on ice by Palmetto State Armory.
Unfortunately, when we got this gun in our possession and we started looking into it, we have discovered more issues than we anticipated to find.
Yes, they were cloning the famous German assault rifle from World War II. I think I've got one, actually back there on the wall.
Germania.
I forget what's fucking back there sometimes, to be honest. I know a lot of people were looking forward to get their hands on one of those bad boys, just a new reproduction of the classic and very expensive original German weapon. Unfortunately, those hopes were dashed.
We have decided here to shelve this project for right now to focus on other projects and get them out to the finish line.
PSA has an update on the STG-44 project. It's dead.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yeah, if you were also one of the people looking forward to getting your hands on one of those, doesn't seem like that's in the cards, at least not in the immediate future. How it feels hearing the PSA STG update. It was pretty universal across my entire Instagram feed the next day. It's like 1,000 gun autists cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Yeah, you are.
Wartime Germany was able to build this in a cave.
With a box of scraps!
I've actually seen this one a couple of times in a couple different forms. I kind of see this one.
Germania. See, the reason why the weapon came out is because the Third Reich was using chaos demonic energy to make that weapon, to the same kind of chaos energy that was used to overthrow Rome. Perhaps it's a good thing. If you can't tell, I blame Germania for the fall of Rome. And I don't want to hear anybody say, it's interior politics. There was also economic instability, and there were people wanting to break away from the empire. No, Rome was perfect. In this channel, the Roman Empire was perfect. Perfect in every way. Shame on you, Germania. May you forever live with that guilt. And I don't want to hear anyone, well, gee, there was also the Holy Roman Empire. My words are this. How dare it stand where the great Roman Empire once stood?
One from both sides. Building a gun without a parts kit, like completely from scratch, ground up, is hard. Believe me, shit takes a lot of time and money. At the same time, this is a gun that already exists. It's a gun that's already designed and built. I mean, they're rare, don't get me wrong, but they're not impossible to get a hold of. Not only that, but it was built by guys who didn't have access to computers or CNC machines who were actively losing a war. All you had to do was copy the homework. The US government did that all the fucking time right after World War II. Just look up Operation Paperclip.
I understood that reference.
Then once you're
Yes, indeed. V1, V2 rocket. How do you think we got to the moon, you beautiful people? How do you think we got to the moon?
done with that, maybe Operation Northwoods and MK Ultra. But on a real note, I don't know what happened behind the scenes with this on PSA. I know they acquired the technical data packages from a pre-existing company who went under trying to make this happen, so I'm sure there's more complexities to it behind the scenes. But all of that to say, it's very sad that this project will not be coming to completion. Phrasing. But I'm hopeful that maybe somebody will do it one day. Now moving right along to our next
Looking at you, Brandon.
topic. The Sesame Street word of the day is projection. For example, when anti-gun politicians say that we can't be trusted to be safe with dangerous weapons like guns, AR-15s, but it's because they themselves don't know how to use them and therefore can't be trusted to be safe with them, that's called projection. I'll give you an example. TV reporter hit by bullet fragment at Lucas Kuntz's campaign event. Kuntz.
I heard the first one.
How do you pronounce that? Let's just say Kuntz to be safe. The US Senate candidate who was shooting an AR-15 at the time provided first aid. I prefer the shooting events where you don't need first aid. My favorite part is that he fucking bragged about it on Twitter. Great.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But I don't call Twitter X or Twitter. I call it Phoenix. You see, I'm still standing by my statement, okay? Phoenix, Elon, listen, you missed out on a great marketing opportunity, okay? First, Phoenix, right? Firebird, right? Because Twitter has a bird logo. You have the X. The Phoenix was the first ship to get warp travel in Star Trek. And think about it, a Phoenix Firebird plushie toy merchandise. That would... I mean, it sells itself, man. It sells itself. Anyways, great day at the range today with my friend Adam Kinziger. We got to hang out with some union workers while exercising our freedom. Always have your first aid kit ready. Shrapnel can always fly when you hit a target like today, and you've got to be ready to go. We had 4 first aid kits, so we were able to take care of the situation. I'm glad Ryan is okay and was able to continue reporting. Oh, this was stupid.
Great day to be at the range with my friend Adam Kinzinger. Kissinger, by the way, being one of the Kuntz who went straight to Twitter and bragged about me losing my election. Very funny exchange if you have the time. Always fun to...
Let's see. Oh, you lost. If that's true, you and your left-leaning losers have spent $10 million to come within a couple of hundred votes. Oh, wow, of a YouTuber. Congrats. By the way, hey, listen. Brandon, just to make you feel better, their world heavyweight champion spent $1 billion and now is in $20 million in debt. I'd have to say, man, let's just say, since this video was made in October of All Hallows Eve, and it is now November 16th, let's just say people shouldn't be talking some smack. So, Brandon, I think you need to be sipping on some nice tea. Pour yourself a cool glass of tea and just watch. Watch everything happen, Brandon. It's great. If only we could time travel to Brandon and say, hey, buddy, if you thought October was crazy, wait till after November.
ratio Kuntz like him. We got to hang out with some union workers while exercising our freedom. Okay, objectively not a bad thing so far. Always have your first aid kit handy. Shrapnel can always fly when you hit a target like today, and you've got to be ready to go. We had 4 first aid kits, so we were able to take care of the situation, and I'm glad Ryan is okay and was able to continue reporting. Alright, there's nothing wrong with saying that anything can happen and that first aid's a good idea to have at the range. I fully agree with all of those sentiments. Till you start looking at the photos. What could have possibly caused this accident? Tell me you have no fucking clue what you're doing with guns without telling me you have no fucking clue what you're doing with guns. So what's so wrong with this picture? Well, the more you look, the worse it gets. For one, his shooting stance is kind of trash, but that's, the minor gripe. Secondly, maybe don't preach gun safety while wearing iPro on top of your head while shooting steel. It doesn't do any good up there. Next, maybe don't
Unless he has eyeballs up there.
use a rifle with a fucking Hubble telescope mounted to the top of it to shoot steel at 7 motherfucking yards. A homeboy's got a scope on top of that thing like he's gonna try to make a mile-long shot with this thing, and is shooting at pistol-rated steel targets at knife-throwing distance. So surprise, surprise, he shot a reporter, essentially. For those who don't know, when you're shooting at steel targets, the bullet doesn't disintegrate. Pieces of the bullet fly apart. It's called spall. So pieces of the bullet, most likely the jacket, can fly off in different directions, which is why if you're gonna be shooting at steel that close, A, put your fucking iPro on. B, probably should be using frangible ammunition of some sort. Or C, don't. Marked safe from getting hit with shrapnel during a terrible political stunt trying to appeal to gun people today. The seat he's running for is in Missouri, and he does this gun stunt and invites a reporter to show how much of a gun guy he is. Just a good old country boy. So he goes out with like 8 dudes and manages to shoot a reporter immediately. We do
Ha. Well. What could go wrong?
range days with literally hundreds of people, and for some reason, this has never been an issue. And to still try to use this as a campaign stunt is galaxy brain move. Lucas Kuntz, reporter. Vote for me.
Hey, did we ever find out who shot Hannibal? Hold on. Who shot Hannibal? Who shot Hannibal?
I mean, the fact that he's probably using this as justification for how dangerous guns are in the wrong hands is hilarious, considering he just proved that he's the wrong hands.
Yes.
Also, a lot of people in the comments on Twitter and such were pointing out the fact that there was tannerite in front of them on the table while they were shooting rifles.
Oh!
Tannerite, for those of you who don't know, is a binary explosive that's mixed, just to have fun with targets and stuff like that. It can be very dangerous, especially in large quantities and unsafe environments. But giving them the benefit of the doubt, tannerite is only dangerous when it's mixed up. If you just have normal tannerite in its unmixed form out on a table, you could shoot it as much as you want. You can set it on fire. It's not going to do anything. So there's no way that they would be dumb enough to actually pre-mix the tannerite and leave it there on the table
They did.
ahead of where they're shooting
I bet.
rifles.
Yes.
Right? Good news is it doesn't look like anybody got seriously hurt. I'm sure the reporter didn't deserve that, so obviously I hate to make jokes at his expense. But it is extremely funny to me that in one of the photos, he's still holding the news microphone while having first aid rendered. You know the guy knew he fucked up. But anyhow, that's about enough of that. It's a holiday, I'm sure you guys just want to have some fun, so let's get back to some just good old-fashioned gun meme goodness. But first, for making this episode possible, we'd like to thank our sponsor, TacPack. TacPack is a monthly subscription box where you can get cool shit like...
Oh, man, the poorly timed cough or sneeze when you're recording or doing a video. And your editor kept it in there.
God. SOG knives. Radiant charging handles. Sure, it's like the one I'm actually wearing now. I got this from TacPack. Rangefinders that probably shouldn't be thrown. Fuck. And much more. And be sure to use the code AKGUY at checkout to get your free $60 tactical box. We appreciate TacPack for being an awesome sponsor of the channel. Back to the memes. When your gun no longer shoots low left.
We love Mudang, and Mudang loves us. By the way, I am 100% stuttered there. I am 100% convinced that in regards to what took place on November 5th, Mudang was asked to make a decision. There were 2 fruit cakes made out of wonderful vegetables and fruits that were presented to Mudang. One for the Democrat president and one for the Republican president. Mudang made a decision. You think you, the voter, made the decision? Oh, no. It was Mudang all along. And we love Mudang. And Mudang loves us. No, I kid. But Mudang. It was you all along. At first, we thought you were an internet powerhouse, just a cute animal. But it was Mudang who is secretly behind the Illuminati. The Skull and Boner Society. The secret society of hippos. It was Mudang. It's Mudang that's making the decisions. You think you elect your politicians and they represent you? No. It's Mudang who selects.
Because your buddy is shooting it. What in the gun, motherfucker? Also, I'm sorry I missed out on the Mudang memes. Cody was going apeshit posting those all over Twitter. And if you haven't seen the Mudang memes, do yourself a favor.
She's quickly become an internet sensation.
Watching that automated toilet flush away the Ruger LCP that fell out of your pocket.
Fuck.
Luckily, that has never happened to me before, but I have been to places where there are porta potties that is the only thing going through my head. If I happen to drop my gun into a well-used porta potty, I might just report it stolen. Well, that's a joke. Has that ever happened to anybody? If you
No, but I do have a porta potty story to tell. So, well, there's two separate ones. I mean, obviously, I did two tours. People who may not know, if you're just tuning in, I did 2 tours in Iraq back in the day. And let's just say, you know, everyone says, "Oh, Twitter, it's filled with X, Phoenix, whatever." You know, it's filled with so many violent, mean statements, or the internet comment section of this video is so out of control. Listen, you haven't seen comments until you see them scribbled on a porta potty, okay? I mean, there's stuff there where I'm wondering, oh my God, well, somebody was taking a dump. They had time to write this very hateful statement there. I'm like, oh my God. or probably the most shocking one. This was on my second tour. Hold on. If there's an editor out there, they should shade it to gray. Like there should be some like you know, Vietnam kind of music, like da-na, da-na-na. So let's start. What happened was we were doing an evening patrol, and we were patrolling from our base to another more larger forward operating base. I think it was Camp Anaconda. And we got there late in the evening, you know, the patrol safe, you know, did a successful convoy, all that kind of good stuff. And, well, nature was calling old Kit Kat, right? Select one porta, hey, there was a whole line of Porta Johns, and I opened one in particular. I don't know what happened to the individual that made the mess in there. Maybe they died or something. All I know is that when I walked in there, it was sprayed all over the seat, all over the wall, like everywhere. I go in and this wave of stench, and it was all there. It's like someone threw a grenade in there, but it was an ass grenade. And it was like, I don't know even how they walked out of there not soiled or anything, but it was a god-awful mess. It was the most horrifying thing I ever saw. I don't know who made that mess, but are you still alive? Can you still walk? Anyways, War Stories was Kit.
You have had an unfortunate toilet time mishap with your firearm, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read it. Also, I'm sorry that happened to you. I forgot we also missed out on all the good vice presidential debate memes. Got some fucking meme gold came out of that. Gunsmith. Whoever built this gun is an idiot. Me. Definitely had more than a few guns that came into the shop that had us thinking that. It's one thing to have a poorly built gun come through. It's another entirely to just look at something and go, my God, These people didn't even bother to get their start in gunsmithing and weapons technology at a place like SDI.edu. Using the link in the description and pinned comment. Local guy adds firearm instructor to...
There's JD Vance. I know a guy who knows him. Marnas. I guess that's the way you spell success. That's right. We're taking over the White House now, I guess.
Bio. His practice score. Firearm instructor in your bio is basically the new public figure on Instagram when you have 30 followers. If you don't know, practice score is something that's used to help score competitions and things like that, which I also wanted to talk about because I just got finished shooting lethal weapons. I ran the FNFNC because, God, the gun's just got some fucking stank on it, right? Or some heat on it, if you will. I think it's my second ever comp. I just had a lot of fun. It was cool. It's like an 80s theme match. And so because of that, I've got some competition memes I wanted to share. Shooter, do you understand the course of fire? Me.
No.
If you've never felt what dementia feels like, what amnesia feels like, wait until the RO asks if you understand the course of fire and then hear a beep. Dementia Simulator 2024.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Also, my buddy Aiden, who also ran the comp with me, had this awesome patch on the back of his GoPro mount.
I'm a big, stupid idiot, and I cannot shoot this drill when asked, do you understand the course of fire? I replied, yes, this was a lie. Good.
A patch that I recited every time I fucked up my stage plan. I am a big, stupid idiot, and I cannot shoot this drill. When asked, do you understand the course of fire? I replied, yes. This was a lie. I had to recite the patch twice. But that's why competitions are a lot of fun. You get to test your skills. I've never been a big competition guy, but I really enjoy it when I get the chance to. So go see if you could find a local one. You might have some fun, and you might find a new hobby. Potentially an expensive one, but a new hobby. One you might have to get a part-time job at McDonald's to afford. That's why I always figured I was never going to have to give my children the talk about drugs. I'll just get them invested in guns and ammo, and then I just know that they'll never actually have any extra money for drugs. Big brain move. But I know a lot of you guys are itching to go out there and enjoy your Halloween. I hope you do it. I hope you do it safely. And remember, if you get attacked tonight and feel the need to defend yourself because you're being swarmed by mobs of zombies and ghouls and vampires and monsters that are all about yay high, ask if they want candy first. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Gun Meme Review. And as always, I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top. Back, je can't stop, 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 can't stop.
I know they acquired the technical data pack. Ooh, shit, that's a gun.
What could go wrong?
I know they acquired the technical data. Sorry, I'm not Italian, but I talk.
Hey, what are you saying about Italians?
Shit, that's a gun. I know they acquired the technical data. Sorry, I'm not Italian, but I talk with my hands.
Mamma mia, what's wrong with you, Brandon? Mamma mia. What's the matter with you? Anyways, folks, we here at Chicago Reacts encourage and support and give a full salute to this fun gun meme review. That was a lot of fun to check out, and I gotta say, I have to say, my friends, folks, I hope that you did have a safe Halloween. I hope Election Day was safe for you. No matter how it all turns out, we're still in the horror story of American politics because guess what? We got 1 year of reprieve, and then comes the midterms, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And then in Chicago in 2027, we got our next municipal election, so that'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, folks, remember, folks, be safe out there. All the best to you. Hope you're being safe in November. I really like this this festive sweater that I bought, that I got. It's very nice. I went to a party, ran into some old friends. We all had good food, danced and laughed. It was a good time, and I hope all of you are having good times out there. I know I am. Things are getting better, okay? And trust me on it. Trust me on it, folks. Earlier this year, things were a little rough for me, but I'm proud to say that there's been a turnaround, and I'm so ever so happy. So take good care. Drink that water. Much love to you. Please, support the original content creator, Brandon Herrera, and just stay awesome, as you should, all the time, every time.